The president of the International Civil Aviation Organization, Bernard Aliyu, is of the opinion that Nigeria and many African countries lack proper aviation infrastructure because of the absence of regulatory enabling frameworks, which makes it difficult for financial institutions to invest in airport projects. He was speaking at a recent event in Lagos.
Africa today is one of the fastest growing air transport markets in the world. The industry generates very positive impact on tourism and trade, and it has become a catalyst for sustainable social, economic, and human development, directly and indirectly supporting 6.8 million jobs and generating $72.5 billion in gross domestic product. Airports serve as veritable gateways to this development and prosperity, facilitating the connectivity, tourism, and trade, which in turn foster economic growth and new opportunities all over Africa today. That connectivity is presently being enhanced with the launch of the single African air transport market in Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, earlier this year, as well as through the African Continental Free Trade Area, which was newly established by African heads of state at their meeting in Kigali, Rwanda, this past March. In the first place, airport operators must be attentive to the concept of value, both for investors, relative to overall infrastructure development costs, and for the proposed facilities end users and other customers. Secondly, states can deliver tremendous support to airport operators looking for investments by taking pragmatic measures to realize transparent, stable, and predictable regulatory climates, whether for direct investments, business reform, private finance initiatives, or public-private partnerships. No investor wants to project out their proposed returns based on one eventuality, only to see those goalposts being moved by a government halfway through a project after they have made their financial commitment. For states with limited access to investment finances, it is therefore critical to include major airport infrastructure needs in the priority list of international public finance and assistance for development projects. The third priority in this list is for airport operators, in coordination with states, to clearly demonstrate where financing is required. This can be accomplished through gap analysis of forecast demand, future capacity needs, and current infrastructure deficiencies. A fourth important development objective for airports is in relation to how states and airport operators should design their associated operations and projections in respect of ICAO policies on airport charges and taxation. Revenues raised via passenger charges and taxes are often significantly outweighed by what a state will lose out in terms of more broad-based economic growth, largely as a result of the dampened demand for air travel and air cargo shipments, which these charges lead to. It is therefore important to seek to complement aeronautical charges with a variety of non-aeronautical revenues. The fifth and final priority in this area is that due focus must also be placed on investment in so-called soft infrastructure, such as human capacity development. Financial investments and enhancements in human capacity are directly linked and completely dependent on each other over the longer term. This brings to mind ICAO's AFI Human Resources Development Fund, and I wish to encourage states and financial institutions to support its operations, which are so essential for our shared capacity building objectives in Africa. I will also draw your attention to the airport management training, which ICAO and ACI jointly support through the Airport Management Professional Accreditation Program, the AMPAP.
Let's take a look at Senegal's new airport, which took 10 years to build, an investment worth $575 million, which opened to traffic last year.